yours.
You know, I like it when it's Thursday because I feel like the weekend is coming on, and so I get more relaxed. You know how it is. And it's a beautiful morning, everybody.
This is Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. We can be together through the show because we are streaming live on Continental Radio, tvcontinental.tv, and on Facebook. You can look us up on TVC Connect. Now, for comments, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria.
So we're very, very big on food here. We do not joke with our chefs, which is why on a Thursday like this, we need Chef Tina.
Chef Tina in the building.
Chef Tina we need you and that hat.
No, President.
We need that hat. We need you.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to dig into this.
I like how Chef Tina always augments her height with her hat.
Because of me, I'm very sorry.
I'm not there. Me, I want to eat today. Yomi, stop this. Don't start trouble now.
All right.
We have so much in store
So
today.
much in store. First, we're going to be bringing you a musical performance from Tolani Fatilewa, and that's going to be special.
Baby girl say no ya, yeah, no ya. Other boys say you too fire, other girls say you too higher. Baby girl say no ya, yeah. Baby give me love, ja. Baby give me love, ja. Oh baby, give me love, ja. Baby give me love, ja.
And then we'll be having a book chat with author, businessman, and celebrity baker Tosun Germany.
That's not all. A vocal exercise session will be coming your way, led by Benga Beli.
Also, Nigerian actress Florence Richards will be joining us right here for a chat.
Hey, ìyàwó Ikemba, Munye Ikemba, Asampete. Make una can see wetin my beauty they do for me. And I support your government, you then you.
I was thinking she would keep singing like what? Just get really traditional Igbo mood.
Wow.
Good morning.
Thursday, people, Thursday.
Yeah.
There were quite a lot of interesting things that happened yesterday.
There's only one.
There's only one interesting thing.
Only one.
Titi, let's focus on all the other interesting things, except the ones they are talking about.
Let the men take the floor.
You can't focus on any other
Let them
thing.
take the floor.
They should take the floor.
There's a reason.
Because the floor is where it
floor
happened.
of the...
The floor is where it happened, though.
It was quite...
Your head
is there.
I said the floor of the...
This is a smart chick.
But you see, it was quite drama because at least cameras were there. And I'm wondering, what if cameras were not there? Of course, we're talking about the symbol of authority in the house, of course, the upper house, upper chamber. That's the mace. And you know what's interesting? It's a mace now. Just get another one.
It's just a mace. Just get another mace. There are maces all over the place.
Just get the second
like, I've got a mace. This is a mace.
No, do you know what I'm thinking? If somebody
really
walk off with that.
just get another mace.
You know what? You held the house to ransom for at least some hours. The house cannot sit. It's the symbol of authority.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that a quorum has to be formed before they reach any, but then you can sit even without a quorum. The quorum has to be formed before you can reach any deliberation or something like that. But then the mace is a symbol of authority, which it has to be there before sitting commences.
And it was taken.
And it was taken, so they should just have...
Just take this.
Exactly.
Plaster a coat of arms on it.
Do you understand?
You're good to
You know
go.
what I think? You know what I think?
I don't think that's the truth, Yomi. I don't think it's that
Is
easy.
there a special blessing on the mace?
I mean, just look
Did
at
the
this.
priest come and lay hands on it?
I mean, just look at it.
That's it.
It was an interesting situation.
No, but you guys, are you kidding me?
I mean,
He
come
ran
on.
off with it.
Come on, look at that.
There he goes. And
Look
he's
at that
gone.
one of them, like
It felt like
Moses and the Red Sea. They parted as if
it felt like, you know what, like when I was doing politics as a student.
Yeah.
So we were at Parliament one day.
Okay.
And so sometimes what usually happens, that's exactly what happened there.
Okay.
What usually happens is when you're about to make a decision, maybe to change something in the student union government, what will then happen is that maybe at around 2 in the morning, because we deliberate till morning. So about 2 in the morning, you just see maybe some gentlemen in black who just show up. With cutlasses.
You say,
My
Just
goodness.
as maybe the speaker is about to make a decision or to hit the gavel or something, and once those people show up with cutlasses,
Everybody takes off.
all the parliamentarians will take off.
no, you guys should have stayed.
And then you can't make that
Brave.
decision
You can't make
that
that
day.
decision.
So that's
You know,
exactly what
but
happened.
this was cool. I remember River State where someone actually used the mace to hit somebody else.
Wow.
Now that was something else.
Wow.
You used to wipe the guy's butt as it was like a movie.
Nigerian politics.
This is actually very
okay, but I have to say that we are laughing at this now.
Sorry, just a minute.
But I just want to say that it's not. It is an entertainment show, but the truth is, it has gotten to a point where I don't think we should be laughing at this situation anymore. I think we should be trying to find solutions to, you know, making sure things like this don't happen again. Because I'm trying to figure out how they were even let into the room in the first place.
I think that's talk for
political shows. That's why things like this will always happen because people will always disagree.
I can't wait for journalists.
So tell us how.
It's a headlines in the papers, and your entity have you in that one.
Yeah,
Thanks so much, Mike.
I was thinking about that cricket thing you said, but you know, schools like King's College.
Yeah, that's from way back. Do they still play cricket?
Still play.
Yeah, they still play. Those kind of schools. There are some schools that play cricket.
Nice. Thanks so much, Mike. We're going straight to the newspaper headlines, starting with the Daily Sun, and it's this headline is very apt. It says madness. Gang attacks Senate, seizes mace, senator, 4 others arrested. Outrage over desecration of parliament. Ekwere Madu briefs Oshibajo. 13 soldiers killed, 7 injured in exercise IM Akpatuma. That's from the defense headquarters. Benue government alleges plot by hired mercenaries to attack communities. Hospitals paralyzed as health workers go on strike again. Wike sues federal government oil firms over suit pollution. Alleges plan to depopulate rivers. And finally, Offa robbery. Hotelier staff charged to court for conspiracy. And then you can see photographs of the attack at the Senate yesterday. It really does look like a movie when you think about it. On the cover of The Nation, it says, outrage as thugs snatch mace in Senate invasion. APC, PDP, ACF, National Assembly, others condemn attack. Government, of course, orders probe. It also says here, rising debts risky to country's financial stability, says IMF. Fresh crisis over tenure extension in APC as Onyegun's NWC sends curious letter to INEC. My twins are okay, says Otun Olubadan. More on page 46. A court stops planned sale of 9 mobile. More on page 11. Senate reps dump plan to override Buhari's veto. Now that's interesting. That's on page 39. And that's what we have on the cover of The Nation. All right. The cover of The Punch is up next with the headline, Shock, Anger as thugs invade Senate, escape with mace. National Assembly gives IG, DSS, DG 24 hours to recover mace and a couple of other riders there. And there's an interesting way that it was captured in the front of The Punch this morning. The photographs, it says scene 1, the struggle for the mace. Scene 2, the capture. Scene 3, the escape. And then you have another scene 4, the escape, the car driving out. And then finally here, scene 5, embattled Senator Omoagege in a suit trying to leave. And then a couple of other stories there on the cover of The Punch. Health workers strike paralyzes hospitals. World Bank knocks Nigeria, others for rising debt. U.S. urges Nigeria to change tactics against Boko Haram. And finally, retired SARS boss shoots self dead in Ogun. All on the cover of The Punch this morning. And that's all we have time for on the newspaper headlines for this morning. And the newspaper headlines are proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure. As always, it's about time for us to take our morning fitness routine, not footness, fitness routine. Ben Fit is right there in the garden to take us one step closer to our dream body. One step. Thank you so much. Hey, Ben.
Thank you so much, Sichi and Yomi. Today we are actually doing lower body workout. So if you're watching at home, just get yourself ready, get yourself prepared. We are going to nail it this morning because it's going to be awesome, it's going to be fine, it's going to be wonderful. So if you're watching, these are our workout program today. We're doing the lower body workout. So before we do anything, we have to do some warm up. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Come on, let's go, 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 go. Keep warming up. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. Warm up is very, 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 very important in any form of exercise. You should always understand this. Don't just go into your workout without warming up because it prevents you from major and minor injury. Okay, keep moving. That's good. That's it. 7, 8, 9. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Roll it up and that's good. One more set. Lock your fingers. Take it up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And switch it to the side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good job. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, breathe in and out. All right, straight to the lower body. We're going to channel our proper warm-up there because we are actually working on that part of the body. So anytime you are working out, make sure you stretch that part of the body, which is very, very, very important. Good job. That's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch to the other side. That's good, guys. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
That's good. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, gradually place this palm down. That's good. Yes. And stretch your hand up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And gradually switch to the other side, which is very, very, very important. Take your time and up. Roll it up. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job. Straight to this workout program. What we have on the body here, we're doing jump squats. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, go, go, up. 1, come on. Keep moving. That's good. That's good. Each time you're doing this exercise, you should remember that cardio is involved. So you breathe in and out with your mouth. Keep moving, guys. Yeah. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Good job. Hold it. Hold it. Squat. Are you ready to squat up and down? 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Up. Squat. Up. Squat. Don't forget your squat position. You know how it goes. Yeah. Make sure your knees is not above your toes. This is the wrong exercise, and you get it right this way. You see? Squat. You're working on your butt. You're working every part of the lower body. Keep moving. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. On to the next one. You know how we do it. You lounge and you hop. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Okay. Take it back and 1. Good job. Keep moving. Oh, that's good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's awesome. You can see Shade here is doing the basics. Yes. For those that can't jump, you can always follow the basics. And Aisha here too is doing the basics. Good job. And I have shown here, going through the advanced. You can always hop each time you're doing it. All right. Okay, to the other side. Are you guys ready? 5, 6, 7, let's go. Squat it and up. Squat it. Keep moving, keep moving. Yeah. Lower body exercise. Sometimes it's not easy, but you just have to challenge yourself. Come on, let's go, 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 go. Keep moving. Stay motivated. You see what this guy is doing? He's doing it perfectly fine. The lower body is on check. That's good. In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to hop forward and high knees. Are you ready to hop? Yeah. Okay, 5, 6, 7, let's go. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Come on. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, go. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep moving. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep moving. Come on. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go, 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 go. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, go. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. Up. 1, 2, 3. Good job, good job. Yeah. 5 seconds rest. Good job. And on to the next one. Let's just go quick one. To the donkey kick. Donkey kick immediately. Let's go. Still lower body. Ready? 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Hop. Good. Hop. That's it. Hop. Hop. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Go. Up. Keep moving, keep moving. All right, if you are watching this at home, this is the best thing you can actually do for yourself, talking about lower body exercise. Keep moving, guys. How you guys feeling? So this is where we pass it on. Good job, guys. Thanks to have you. Keep moving. How you guys doing? Yeah. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. All right. That's all what we have for you.
All right.
That looked really interesting. Did you see all the boards and everything?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
I think we're really taking things up a notch here, you know, with what's going on with our exercise and stuff, which is really good.
Speaking of taking things up a notch, we have on our open space set here, none other than Tosun Germany. He's going to be doing some really great cake decoration for us this morning. If you don't know Tosun, he's of the Cakes by Tosun fame. Yeah, of course. He's a celebrity cake maker, and he's got a new book out, which we're going to be talking about later. Of course. And you know, he's also doing a bit of decoration for us, just to... You know, so we can see some of his craft. He's a really important figure in the, let's say, confectionery industry. Yeah. And it's really, really great to have him on set this morning. Can't wait to see what he is going to put together for us. Have a feeling it's going to be delicious. Yeah. Looks good, looks good, looks good. But of course, we still have Chef Tina in the kitchen as well to make things really nice. Really interesting. He was one of the people, well, he was the one who had a hand in the tallest cake in Africa. Yeah, tallest cake in Africa, which was a feat at the Silverbed Galleria. Yeah. And they actually said they wanted to do the... world's tallest cake. World's tallest cake. But they didn't have a venue to fit the cake in. To fit the cake in, which was quite interesting. All right, but while he's getting that done, let's go over to the kitchen to see what Chef Tina and Mary have in store for us. Yeah. Hey, Mary.
Hi, you're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. There's a lot of cooking and baking, and today's just going to be so much fun. I've got Chef Tina Akpan of Tasty Treats here, and she's going to be making us afang soup and
cucumber swallow.
Cabbage?
Sorry, cabbage swallow.
Say cucumber all morning.
Cabbage swallow.
Okay, you've been hearing about the healthy cabbage swallow. Today is when you get to learn how to make it. So let's go over the ingredients.
Okay, for the afang soup, I have my water leaf, the okazi leaf, known as afang leaf. Then I have my palm oil. Okay. I have my cow skin. My periwinkles in shell. Yeah. Then the stockfish. I have my smoked fish. Then I have my seasoning cube, my salt, yellow pepper, that Cameroon pepper. Okay. I have onions. Then I have this pepper also, the Cameroon pepper, the dry one. Then I have my tomato and onions. Okay. You know, that one is to garnish. Yeah. And then, of course, the cabbage. The cabbage, yes. What's this? This is parsley powder. Okay. To form the
cabbage swallow. Yeah. So I'm quite curious about this one, though. Well, when we buy the leaf from the market, how do we get this?
You actually get the leaves, and they will help you to cut it. If they cannot help you, you can do it at home. Then the end product to this is you can pound it. Okay. As soon as you get home, pound it. But if they are helping you to blend it in the market, they will use crayfish. So I did it in the market, so I have my crayfish in here already. Okay. Blended. So when it's pounded, it's squeezed? Yes, not like that normal leaf you see out there. Okay.
Okay, so we have the protein boiling there. Yes. That's beef. Yes. What's the first thing we're doing? Let's get started.
Can you help me for a spoon, please, Mary?
Okay, sure. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So what's the first thing?
This is one of the soup that I love.
Don't I know it? So much. And first time I met Chef Tina, she was making a afang soup, but I didn't get a taste.
So there's a way I make my soup. Yeah. I just put my vegetable. Yes.
Vegetables first.
Yes. And I do it layer by layer, so it can be very easy. You know, most times people will just, what they do is they will say they want to put the water leaf first. That water leaf, they have to dry the water leaf. For me, I believe that when you want to eat vegetable, let it be. That greenish part that is crunchy is what I love most in vegetable, yes.
Well, cooking it first, doesn't it mean that
Just hold on, Mary. Hey. You're learning now.
I'm learning, but this is amazing.
In different ways, we get to do things. And it's good when you see it differently.
I'm really interested in the end product of this.
You see, when you do it this way, it will be very easy for you when you want to stir. Yes.
I'm just trying to confirm the palm oil is still here. I'm seeing things.
Don't worry.
Okay.
This is how I do it. You just do it layer by layers. Yes. Then your...
You want to say cow skin. Pomo
cow skin
goes in next.
Goes in. The pot is a bit small for it, so we'll just make do it. Then the next thing that goes in is your periwinkle.
Why are they still in the shell?
Because if you're making this soup, this is how it ought to be.
Oh, you have to leave it in the shell?
Yes.
For proper afang soup?
Afang soup, yeah.
Okay.
Then your stockfish.
Okay. My goodness. And still the palm oil hasn't gone in.
Yeah.
Aujourd'hui.
Then you just put little of your onions.
Okay.
Yeah. Your smoked fish
goes in. Just next, like that?
Yes.
Whole?
Yes.
So after this, what do we do?
You just pour.
Oh, finally the palm oil goes in.
The palm oil. First, before your palm oil, your Cameroon pepper goes in. The Cameroon pepper goes in.
So while Chef Tina goes on with this, I'm still in shock. Let's go on a quick break, after which we'll enjoy some music. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. Now, musical performances are, you know, they're not odd to this show. We have loads. But today, I would love to introduce someone whose song was actually the only African song in the top 5 picked songs when it comes to Battle of the Bands to perform at Abbey Road. So this particular gentleman here has a very, very bright future ahead of him. Tolani Fatilewa is going to be here treating us to one of his singles. Yeah. Take it away.
Good morning. Uh-huh. Forget what the girl them see, I swear down, then just jealous. And when they talk for your back, make you know, and then just get good. Forget what the girl them see, I swear down, then just jealous. When they talk for your back, make you know, and then just get good. No, yeah, all the girls say you too fire, all the boys say you too high. Every girl say no, yeah. No, yeah. All the boys say you too fire, all the girls say you too high. Baby girl say no, yeah. Baby give me love, yeah. Baby give me love, yeah. Oh baby, oh baby give me love, yeah. Baby give me love, yeah. Oh baby, oh baby give me love, yeah. Baby give me love, yeah. Oh baby, baby give me love, give me love. This should be serious. This kind girl should be dangerous. Yeah. This should be serious. You know even sick, but she give you drugs. Yeah. This should be serious. Waiting, I want to talk. Oh my God, this should be serious. Serious. Yeah. No, yeah. All the girls say you too fire. All the boys say you too high. Baby girl say no, yeah. No, yeah. All the boys say you too fire, all the girls say you too high. Baby girl say no, yeah. Baby give me love, yeah. Baby give me love, yeah. Oh baby give me love, yeah. Baby give me love, yeah. Oh baby, oh baby give me love, yeah. Baby give me love, yeah. Oh baby, baby give me love, give me love. Yeah.
Right, now I can see the, what's that word I'll use? Okay, I've been using ginger a lot on this show.
I don't say ginger.
You don't need it?
It's for old people.
It's for old people, yeah. I'm acting my age right now. But really, Tolani, well done. Yeah. So tell me a bit about what happened last year.
Last year with Abbey Road?
Yes.
Basically, I released No Yawa in like June.
Okay.
And then my brother just...
The microphone, yo. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay, and then my brother just... basically put my song up for like a competition in London. So I think I'm nervous. So
you're nervous? Really?
Why I'm nervous.
And you did so well in the performance. Yeah. Dude, just calm down. Tell me, Abbey Road, it's a big deal for me. Yeah. Adele has performed there. Yeah. Bands like Coldplay have performed there. Yeah. And Battle of the Bands, you were in the top 5. Yeah. Yeah. And the only African artist there. Yeah. Yeah. So tell me about that.
So last year was basically my first proper year doing music. So my first single was No Yawa. Okay. So I don't know how. I think it was my brother that uploaded it for like the competition and stuff, like without even really thinking I'll get in. Okay. So I just got an email. Yeah. Yeah, that said I was in the top 5.
Use the mic, dude.
That said I was in the top 5 for Abbey Road Studio. Okay. So it was a big deal for me, sure.
A big deal.
Yeah.
All right, I'm really glad. So what sort of music is this? Tell me what sort of music. What do you call it?
To be honest, it's Afrobeat music. Yeah, but I always try to infuse because I'm actually originally like a rapper. Okay. I rap a lot, but the way I deliver my music, like it kind of differs from the normal rap. Okay. So I try to mix rap or hip hop with a bit of Afrobeat. I know a lot of people say this thing. But I actually do try to infuse it in like everything I do, like Afrobeat and then some hip hop.
So one thing I can tell you is that it sounds great. Yeah, there is, of course, quite a way to go, but you've started well, and I have a feeling we're gonna be, seeing some more great music from you. All right then. Yeah. Thanks so much for the performance, Tolani.
Thank you very much. Sure.
All right, and we're moving on with the show now. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. I know that there's still loads going on in the kitchen.
You're welcome back to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Breakfast is going on well, yeah? Chef Tina has been super busy trying to stuff all those vegetables into the pot, and she's fairly succeeded too. Look at that. I guess the soup is almost ready.
Yes, it's almost ready. Yeah.
So we're making afang.
Yeah.
That's afang soup with cabbage swallow. So you had to get this ready because of the blending. Yes. But you need to tell us how you achieve this.
Okay. If you get your cabbage, just chop it a little bit and steam it for a few minutes. Okay. Then you use the Muslim cloth. We know that cloth that they used to...
For sieving.
Sieving, yeah.
Okay.
This soup is ready.
The soup is ready?
Yes.
Oh, my.
It's ready. So you just add a little of it. It depends on what you're making. Okay. That will determine what you... Then the next thing you just do... Oh, sorry. The next thing you do is just to put it to the heat. Okay. Then you stir. The reason why you put that parsley powder is for it to form.
Thicken up.
Yes.
Okay.
So it to form.
If I don't have access to parsley powder, can't I use something else?
Nothing.
Nothing else?
Yes, because this swallow is actually healthy.
Okay.
It's actually healthy. So
it's safer to just stick with parsley powder or do away with it completely? Because I was beginning to think, if I don't have parsley powder and I want to thicken it, I can make use of, say, maybe semo powder or maybe
corn flour.
Corn flour, for example. But it's better not to.
It's better not to, because when you're doing it, I think the best for us to always achieve in life is when we do it the right way.
In case people are wondering what I mean by cabbage, I mean literal cabbage. This is what she blended. Yeah. Okay. So this cabbage was blended and with a bit of water.
Yes, a bit of water.
So after blending, you sieved it with the Hausa cloth. That's the Hausa sieve.
Muslim cloth, not Muslim. Muslim cloth.
Okay.
So
the type used for ogi and all.
Yes. You just put it and you squeeze it. Make sure the water from the blending is off. And it doesn't take time. It's ready.
Wow.
Yes, it's ready.
Wow.
And you see, when you want to make this swallow, what you do it, make it early enough because if you just finish doing it and you put it in the plate, it doesn't form well. So it's ideal, you know, you do it early and it will form. That's it.
So it's when you serve it, it will start taking form?
It will start taking form, yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So for my soup, I always like, when I'm done with my afang, I have chopped tomatoes,
color.
just to make it colorful, and little onions to eat.
I love colors in food.
Yes, I do too. Just little. Then you stir. You stir and just leave it for about a minute, so the tomato will still look crunchy in it. That's all.
Okay.
Then
wipe this off. Yeah.
We can you can use your semovita, wheat, oat, whatever swallow you want to use. So go with it. So for us today, we're using
the cabbage swallow.
Cabbage swallow.
This obviously serves just one person.
Yes.
Must be a person who is not very hungry, though.
Like
Is there a reason for that? Is it because of the healthy thing, the portion and all that?
For me, when I'm eating swallow, I just take little.
Okay.
Little of it.
Just a little of it.
Little of it. It's not until you're supposed, when you want to eat swallow, it should not go more than the fist of your hand. I don't know, no wonder you now put heavy swallow on.
You shouldn't tell that to people who buy 300 naira worth of swallow.
So,
we'll not making use of this anymore, are you? Okay. So
we'll do semo later.
Oh, you still want to make semo?
Yeah, we'll make just little semo.
Just in case any of our guests don't want to try this.
Yes.
But they should. That's the idea. You know, trying new things.
New things.
Yeah. So this one is one that so many people are going to be so interested in. I don't know if you can take us through the process again from the scratch.
Okay.
Using this cucumber as an example.
When you get your cucumber, what you do is you just slice it or you chop it little, then put it hard water, allow it to steam for like 2-3 minutes. Okay. Then the water which you use to steam it, you know, you pour it away and you now put the steam cucumber. Cabbage, sorry, I don't know why I'm just...
You've been cucumbering all day.
I don't know.
Someday you're going to do the eggplant swallow for us as well.
You now blend, then you use that muslin cloth to just squeeze out the water off it. Then you just put it in a pot, add little of your parsley in there and you stir. Before you know it, you know, steaming already has already made it to be half cooked. Yes.
So this is literally before and after.
Yes.
This is your raw cabbage, and this is your
finished product.
Cabbage swallow.
Yes.
The only thing added to it, parsley powder. That's all. And that you achieve that. Fantastic stuff. I like the fact that we get to learn new things every day and healthy things, healthy food. That's Chef Tina for you. Many thanks to you, Chef Tina of Tasty Treats Food.
Thank you
so much.
much.
We'll be coming up with a book chat with Tosun Germany right after this break. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. Now, Tosun Germany is one of Africa's biggest names in cake making. And of course, one of his notable works is the tallest cake in Africa. And recently, he decided to put his journey as a baker into black and white, if you know what that means. The result is the book Sugar Icing, which I have in my hand, a story of grit and glory, which we'll be talking about this morning. Now, of course, earlier on, Tosun was joining us and he was doing some decorations on the cake that we had in the open space, and that's really nice.
Thanks.
That finished product looks really excellent.
Did it in a rush.
Yeah, in a hurry. Yeah. So thank you for joining us this morning, sir.
Thank you.
This book is amazing.
Thanks.
It's when you say you can never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
So you see a man in front of a book and has a little cake in his hand, and you're wondering what does he have to say. But when you read the story, it's really a story of grit and glory. So just tell us about this book in 1 minute.
Well, essentially, it's about me, and I felt I had a story to tell. The there are a lot of ups and downs, you know, in my journey, and people didn't really know about it. A lot of times people look at me, I'm like, wow, you know, I want to be like you.
Yeah.
Man, don't wish that for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and I just turned 50, you know, and I'm at the point where I feel, you know, I need to start sharing a lot of my story, giving back, creating more impact than I have done in my other years. And I thought, you know, come up with something simple, easy to read, something that would impact anybody's life, not just the cake decorators or the bakers, you know. And, you know, my story is one of resilience, perseverance, a lot of grit, because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened in my life over time.
Exactly. When you read the book, I mean, you actually told the story from the early days and what happened and the challenges and all of that. But one of the first things that you noticed from reading this book is you talked about your mom, and you actually dedicated the book to her. Yeah. So tell us about how your mom influenced not just you personally, but, you know, the career that you eventually chose.
Now, this gets emotional. My mom was like my everything, you know. I was the closest. We come from a family of 6 kids my mom had, and I was just the clingiest to her, you know. I was always her tail, her man Friday, you know, and by virtue of the fact that I was always with her, and, you know, I just had, my heart was, you know, for her all the time, you know, it was almost impossible for me to escape the chores, you know. So she would beckon on everyone, oh, please help me with this, help me with that. Everybody would run, basically.
But you were always available.
I just had to stay because everybody goes away. Who's going to help mommy? You know, so I ended up staying all the time. And in those times that I stayed, I just did all the dirty work for her, basically. Sieve the flour. You know, in those days, there were no mixers. So it was wooden spoon, big bowl, sugar,
and then you just keep turning and growing muscles.
You know, so it was a lot of just that dirty work. And I never really baked a cake while she was alive. You know? Well, she passed on those values of hard work, you know, dedication, be committed to whatever you do. Laziness was a no, you know. And, you know, after she passed on, you know, I didn't even think I was going to bake, you know. But my brother was getting married about 3 years later. And he says, you know, who's going to make my wedding cake, you know? And my mom used to do a lot of free cakes. So I said, no way, I'm not paying for a cake. So he said to us, if anybody is going to attempt a cake, it will be you. So you're going to make my wedding. I'm like, how?
Wow. So you took the skills that you learned from your mom.
So
and
it was those skills that I learned, you know, doing the dirty jobs, doing the chores, you know, just helping her out. It was those skills that I had to bring out forcefully, you know, and begin to think of how to come up with something that looked like a wedding cake.
And it wasn't bad, because I'm seeing the cake here in one of the pictures in the book. It says, my first wedding cake made for my brother Timmy. Amazing. So one of the things that, you know, you also discover in this book is that it wasn't like you just went into the business of cake making. There was a process to it.
Yes.
And you actually even started with fashion, you know, when you read in chapter 2, and you decided that you were going to start, you know, a fashion business before you eventually settled into and focused. But to tell us about that background and how you started back in '91, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, the thing is, I come from a home where, you know, there's a lot of discipline. My dad was a very, very strong disciplinarian, you know, and he was also very frugal. So we were well off, middle class family. My dad could afford to do anything for us, essentially, to an extent, but he only gave us what we needed. So while I was in school, I got into university, and I found myself in a place where there was a bit of lack. I couldn't go back to daddy to say, you know, I needed some baths. You know, and dad was like, what's wrong with what you're wearing? You want to, you know, so I I now had to start thinking to myself, you know, man, you have to kit yourself up somehow. So I actually started kitting myself up. I'd go to the market, get some fabric, make some nice pants, make some nice linen shirts or T-shirts, and you know, they were always a hit. So I'm wearing them, and everyone's saying, "Oh, where you get? I like your shirt. Where did you get it from?" And you know.
So that sparked an interest in fashion, yes. Which you know wasn't known about you before.
Not at all, you know. And I started to do it for friends, family, you know. And by the time I had finished university, I essentially was an established entrepreneur in fashion in so many ways. So it was a no-brainer. I didn't need to think about what I wanted to do, and it was just straight into fashion. So what I did was I looked for a fashion house.
OJ's, I think.
OJ's,
yeah,
yes.
I saw that in the book.
I did. That's why I did my youth corps. National Youth, yeah, and you know, it was part
I mean, who does the NYSC in the fashion house? Like, it's just Tosun, right?
Well, I guess I was focused, you know, and I knew that I needed to get, you know, the juice out of, you know, the fashion business, running a business, because I knew that that's where I was going.
So eventually, I mean, when you read through the book, you know, then you then focused on cake making, and your name began to grow. A lot of times when people, I mean, you're a big star now in the cake industry. Everybody knows the name, and you're talking about the fact that you came through a struggle, and you know that's part of the story when you read the book. Of course, we don't want to say the whole story because we want people to actually buy it.
Yes, correct.
But the journey itself, and for instance, one of the high points in the book is when you were trying to build that tallest cake in Africa, and you had told everybody, you had invited international press. So you had CNN, BBC, everybody had come to see you build this tallest cake in Africa, and then everything seemed like it was going wrong at some point. Can you just tell us about that? Because that was a critical moment in the book when you're reading it, and really, really suspenseful.
When I think about that night, whenever I think about that night, I have palpitations. You know? You know, it was a very eventful night, you know, and we started off really great. Everything was going well, you know, but you know, trouble started in the Paradise when we were trying to put the second tier.
Okay, so you had finished building the first tier of the cake.
Building.
How tall was that?
The first tier, the whole cake was about 28 feet. So
28 feet.
Yeah,
wow.
we probably were about 1 meter.
Okay, which is about maybe 5 feet.
But the cakes were massive. You know, the base was, I think the base was about 8 meters.
Whoa.
The base,
that's massive.
yeah,
that's
it was
really
massive.
big, yeah.
So the second tier followed maybe with a reduction of maybe about 1 meter 7. And trying to balance it was just impossible. It kept falling over. It kept falling over, and
so like so you were trying to put other tiers on it, and you couldn't. It wasn't balancing.
It just wasn't balancing. It was a disaster, and you know, we tried and tried and tried and tried, and at some point I just said, you know what? I mean, my whole team, the whole team, everybody was there working, trying to suggestions, everybody coming up with something, and it just didn't work, you know. So I had a little conversation with the head of the project team, and I just told him, you know what, I think we
this thing is not going to work.
You know, let's just honorably, you know,
just tell people that it didn't work.
We tried.
All the CNN guys.
Yes.
Anyway, if you want to hear the end of that story and whether or not he eventually built the tallest cake in Africa, then you need to get this book. It's called Sugar Icing, A Story of Grit and Glory by Tosun Germany. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Welcome, Yemi.
Amazing work that you're doing. And of course, maybe later on we'll talk about some of the other works that you're focusing on for the future.
Oh, yes.
All right. All right, so we're going to take a break now, and of course we'll be back in a minute.
Hello there and welcome. It's such a beautiful morning today, a great day to be right there with you.
Yeah, we have a couple of things that we're going to be looking out for today. Now, vocal training is coming up soon, and from Bengag Beli, who's been joining us almost on a weekly basis now.
A lot of people learning a thing or two about how to use their vocal cords better. And after that, we'll be treating you to a discussion with actor Florence Richards just a little later on the show.
Number one, hey, ìyàwó Ikemba, Munye Ikemba, Asampete. Meko Nakansi, wetin my beauty they do for me, and I support your government, you and you people.
All right. Wow, wow, wow. So far, so good, yeah?
So far, so good.
My eyes are on this cake. I can't believe this cake was made in how many minutes.
It's
the
just
whole decoration.
It's really intricate.
It's
very artistic.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm looking at all the colors, and you know, you just feel like getting married again when you have wedding cakes like this in front of you.
You just want to feel the flowers like
some people have not got to marry. You are thinking of getting married.
People are taking symbols of authority. So this thing is looking like a symbol of authority.
What is going on now?
Something's going to happen. I see you move now. Yeah. My day you are talking. My day you are talking.
Mike is planning to steal the cake like the way the mace was stolen.
I hope you have a plan B by
Mike, wants to keep it for his wedding. You know wedding cakes last long.
Yeah.
Mike is one of the thugs that were imported from.
I'm not there.
They sell it.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. Really. I
love
love
it.
it.
Why is it small?
Really, Mike? Can you finish this whole cake?
No, it can't be for one.
It's a miniature of a.
It's a miniature
of a like a wedding, like a proper wedding cake.
You know what I found out? Most of the times, wedding cakes, you find out that okay, people have very big stuff, but then it was later as I found out that some layers are actually just layers.
They're not actual
hollow.
cake.
Yes, no.
They're actually hollow.
Yeah.
So the actual cake is like maybe the second layer or something. That's why one of the layers you just see the actual cake and the rest is just
make believe because of trying to stick to a budget.
Yeah.
However, so many cakes are real. Like you have 6 tiers, 12 tiers. That's why you see some people go crazy over some wealthy people's cakes, because you know quite well that cake would have cost a fortune. In a situation where there's a friend of mine who wants to get married, and she's like, I'm looking for a baker that can make my cake for me for 100K. She's been looking.
100K.
She's been looking
for a wedding
because
cake.
of the kind of cake she wants.
Very expensive.
They are very expensive.
Very expensive.
Wedding
in fact,
cakes.
When
that is not enough to get a proper
so let me give you an idea of how much Tosun bills or used to bill, because he's now retired, for his wedding cake. 2.5. It starts from 2.5 million.
So see Mike's face. Mike doesn't want to get married anymore.
2.5 million.
I need to do like 5 weddings.
Wow.
How can you use 2.5 to do 5 weddings?
Wow.
That's why Mike is still single.
Wow. There's some people now that
and then 10 people coming to the wedding.
That's the point.
Oh dear. Let's go over to the news while we tutor Mike on the intricacies of getting married.
Exactly.
It's the headlines in the papers coming up once again.
All right, so let's start with the cover of The Guardian. It says, suspended Omagege hoodlums attack Senate, escape with mace. It's a very calm headline compared to some of the other papers.
Yeah, like The Sun and the rest of them.
Yeah, but it says here, attackers leave through Aso Rock Gate. Police arrest embattled lawmaker. Invasion, an act of treason, senators allege. Oshimbajo sympathizes, pledges support. We'll resist enemies of democracy, says Saraki and Reps. That's, in fact, I don't think there needs to be any other headline on any paper right now. Right. But there are some key ones that they made sure they put here. On the tanker's menace, residents' bridges in grave danger as tankers, trucks defy Lagos government's military orders to quit. It also says here, 4 out of 5 Nigerian cancer patients die. Why the country has the worst mortality rate in Africa. Federal government seeks support in raising 93 billion naira against the scourge. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
The Nigerian Tribune is up next, and the headline, outrage as thugs invade Senate, steal mace. Senator Omagege, alleged mastermind, whisked away, released. The National Assembly gives IGP DSS 24 hours to produce the stolen mace, and a couple of other riders there. An election reordering bill suffers setback in Senate, House of Reps. A health worker strike, 2-day-old boy with spinal cord problem other patients stranded. Wow. And killings by herdsmen. 17 victims get mass burial in Nasarawa. Another 4 killed in Plateau. And then, of course, there's a news analysis there and of the invasion of the Senate and pictures of the action in the Senate yesterday, all on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
All right, and that's what we have time for on the newspaper headlines for this morning. All
right, newspaper headlines, of course, are proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure.
So we're going over to Mary. Mary is in the garden with Gweli, and hopefully you're ready for this vocal training coming your way right after this break.
Welcome back. Of course, you know it's Wake Up Nigeria, and I'm feeling all woken up right now because it's time for some music. We're talking about vocal training, and there's many things, of course, to Benga Bele, vocalist and vocal trainer. Yeah. You're welcome today.
Thanks so much.
So what are you teaching us?
Today I'm going to discuss about basic exercises for singers, how to warm up your voice in the morning. Oftentimes, most singers, when you get to concert, you discover your voice is going down. Some exercise can help you
lift it up alive. Nice. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, like I did last week, we talked about how to increase your pitch. We talked about expanding your throat with our exercise. And we did an exercise again called the VU exercise to help you increase your pitch. So this morning we want to combine all exercises together, vocal warm-up exercise that can be used for singers. Let's start. You can start your day with the voice, the VU exercise. Can we try that? Yeah. So let's run on the scale. Exercise helps your vocal neck region. There are muscles around the neck region. This exercise will strengthen the muscle for your pitch area. So let's try another exercise, the humming. For the tone area, say go. 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 The eye exercise to expand your throat. 3, 7, go. Expand the throat. Now, E. O is for the mouth resonance. Mouth resonance. How to? Can we try again? O. Warm-up exercises for a singer. You know, every time you are going for a concert, before you get to the mic, you need to warm up the voice with all these exercises. Don't forget, the first one is the humming exercise, and the for the pitch area. The is for the tone. The O is for your mouth resonance, so that you can project very well. So let's see, Samson is going to display some singing for us as he sings All of Me. He sings. So let's see how he's going to do that for us. But before then, let's try I Believe I Can Fly. So, okay, Matis, can you start with I Believe I Can Fly?
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Sounds like I start with the solo.
I used to think that I could not go on, and life was nothing but an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. nor the everlasting hold. If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through the open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Okay, projecting songs now requires some exercises. Like we talked about, projecting from the stomach. Remember that I talked about singing is all about air. Imagine this balloon now. This is your lungs. When I say breathing, it means get air into your lungs. And this is the tip of your, this is your vocal neck region. Look at the sound. Can you hear the sound? So that's why you need to store more air into your lungs, and you need to, to strengthen the pitch area as it helps you to project very well. So we talked about some breath exercises, how to hold the note so long. Like this, let's try this. This is here we are. Holding the note so long. So Vicky is going to try that one for us. Here we have, hold the last note so long. Let's try. Here we have, go.
Here we are.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, another key. Let's take it. Go. Here we are. Sorting the notes so long. 1, 2, go.
Here we are.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So look at that application. From that song, I can fly, I can fly. Let's apply that. I can fly from that side of the I can fly. Can you try that? Yeah.
I can fly. I can fly. I can fly. I can fly. Ooh, yeah.
Woo! You just want to do some praise and worship. Somebody shout hallelujah. Great one, great one. Fantastic. So we've graduated from to and then trying to learn that.
Okay.
Nice. Well done. There's a new guy. I almost didn't notice.
Okay.
Welcome. All right. I guess that's about it for today.
Thanks
that's
so much.
all we're going to be learning today.
Yeah.
I believe I can fly. Fantastic. All right. So we've just had a bit of vocal training from our tutor, Benga Bele, as usual. Next week again, we're going to be following up on this. Remember, it's Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
Hey, so very nice, very nice.
Did you
I
hear
think
those
from
voices?
watching the show, our voices should just naturally be better.
Yomi,
if you practice, you know.
I don't know, man. That babe's voice is just like, it feels like it's a bit too high for me. I don't know.
Very nice.
But with Benga in town, maybe we can learn a thing or two and improve on our voices.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so Florence Richards is a Nigerian theatre practitioner and film actress. She's worked with the National Troupe of Nigeria, with UNICEF, and many other organizations. It's great to have you here, Mom.
Thank you.
Wow. So, you know, one of the things that I like about people on the screen who come with a theater background is that there's always a difference, you know, than if you just arrived on TV like that. So tell us about, you know, a bit of your theater background.
Okay, I actually started out with theater.
Yeah.
And when we say theater, we are talking about total theater. You talk about dance, acting, singing, not just that we do nowadays, you understand. I started back as way back as 1981.
Wow.
With Center for Cultural Studies, UNILAG. It's now Creative Arts Department. Yeah. Then, we used to represent Nigeria abroad. That was before the national troupe.
Okay.
Then that 1981 that I started out with them, we traveled abroad, went to in Brazil, in Madrid. You know, you just tour around like that. And we still do that.
Yeah, you actually still do that now in Nigeria?
Yeah, we still have, we still have some theater people doing that, yes. Okay. Then that 1981, we also, when we came back, that was when we had Epic of Nigerian History, which was directed by Olu Jacobs. He came from UK then, you understand. And yeah, I started out then, 1981. And since then, you know, it's been, from then I went back to school. Then I came back, I actually studied estate management, but my heart was actually with the arts.
The arts, right?
Yeah, so I used to remember Yemi Remi saying something that, Florence, what are you doing there? You're still coming back into the arts. And that was actually what happened to me. Then I got auditioned for I Need to Know production handled by UNICEF. Then from there, Sweet Angels, one movie, to another, you know, just in and out. And
we have to take a short break, but when we come back, I would love to know your take on how theater and the movies were back then and how they are today.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Stay with us. Welcome back. We still have Florence Richards joining us this morning, giving us a bit of the history of theater in Nigeria. And you worked with some great guys like Bode Osoni, Laz Okwemi. Tell us a little bit about, you know, your work with them and how impactful that was for you.
Like one thing about theater is very thrilling. That's the sincere truth, but it's stressful. But it's a stress you love. Not like what we do now, cut and sew. I call it cut and sew. Just take the script, just put it down, they shoot, they call, you make mistake, you cut it. But like theater, you're going on stage, you have to rehearse for like 1 month or 2 months. It's not like so many mistakes you find people doing. That is why you said something. You see, when you see a theater person coming into movies, you know, this one is grounded. It's not like, it's not that, you know, the movie thing is easy money. But the theater one, you have to work your butts, man. You gotta work. And when I say work, you work because you are on set, you're rehearsing every day. And your rehearsal is not just maybe 1 hour. You come in the morning, you finish in the night.
I know, but also it can take you all night.
Yes.
Rehearsing.
Yeah, you just have, especially when you have a foreign trip.
Right.
You stay on ground, you rehearse in the morning, you rehearse in the afternoon, you rehearse even midnight. Because you're going live, stage is live. You understand? Right. So you can't afford to get there and miss your lines. Because if you miss your lines, it can affect the
somebody else's line.
Yes, but the sincere truth is that all of us are really grounded. So once they notice that you missed your line, we give you a cue. Yeah. And you fall back. Yeah. So.
It's interesting that you've been in the industry in so many different ways. While we were off air just now, you talked a bit about OGBC and a little bit about NTA. Can you take us back down memory lane?
Okay, yeah. I started my radio experience with OGBC. You know, most of the presenters you have in other radio stations actually started out from OGBC. Ambrose Shomide came out from OGBC. Right. Babak Boy, OGBC. Wow. Lots and lots of them, you know, many like that, OGBC. Yeah. OGBC happened to be a training ground for so many people. I didn't know Jack when I got OGBC. And I really want to use this opportunity to also thank Toyin Shugbeson. She actually believed in me. When she saw me, she said, this girl, she's a material. And she gave me that first push. Then Busayola 5 years, but that one,
tough people,
tough guy, you know. But OGBC was a very good training ground for me. that station gave me the confidence I needed. That like now, I have a radio program I'm running with Hebron. And the radio program, that very program is very dear to my heart anyway, because it has to do with all this craze about money. I try to tell a story because the youth are really missing it. And when I say they are missing it, I got kids. And all these kids know about, they don't really know any role model. What they call role model is money bag. If you got money, you are a role model. I don't care how you made your money. I love money, 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 money. I need money, I want money. I can do anything just to get money.
So the radio program tries to provide some direction for people.
Yes, yes. Right. So I try to tell them that the love of money will lead to destruction. And it's something I do every week. I write a new script, a new story every week,
Very nice. You're also doing something every week with Mnet.
I shoot every week. Right. What happens is that they'll give you your shoot, your schedule for the week. They give it to you ahead. So you're able to plan. So when I find out that I'm going to be on set on a Monday, I go to the studio, I record.
Wow.
The only thing is that my followers won't be able to give me a call.
Oh.
Yeah. The audience won't be able to say, this is what, this person should be blamed for this person's predicament. This person should be, so they won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
I think we have a clip or two of some of your works. Let's see.
Hey, you don't say things like that outside. You don't announce the sex of your child outside. What's going to happen? Don't you know that walls have ears?
Mama, would that change the sex of my child? They never born the devil. Where you try that thing?
Beauty. You don't know who is your friend and who is your enemy.
Oh, Mama, forget these olden days things. Forget them. I don't send anybody, and I don't fear anybody.
Come. My pikin, sit down. How about your husband, first wife?
Mama, point of correction. Former wife.
Sorry, ma. Former.
That one, she no fit stand where I dey now. I even hear say that wish where she don't born. Don't die.
Yeah. What killed her?
Wetin concern me?
Beauty.
Mama, beg. Find me something may I chop. I carry belle come meet you. Come on, water. You no fit give me.
No vex.
Just they ask questions anyhow.
No vex. Now wetin I go come give a holy Kemba wife so.
Now banga soup I try come my house come chop oh. Now wetin I feel like chopping? Banga soup.
Man no come get
Mama beg please. Please. Send person go market. I know say na money be your problem. Oya. Mama. Banga soup oh. So you go buy dry fish. Fresh fish. Correct goat meat. Eat them. Hey!
No! Omalicha, Asampete, the only beauty number one. Hey, Iyawo Ikemba, Munye Ikemba, Asampete. Weko na can see wetin my beauty they do for me. I support your government.
What a performance!
Yeah, I mean it's so like I said, usually you would see that natural theater kick in at some point in your performance. So even though you're trying to keep to the script, at some point you just break into singing and dancing, and you can immediately
know that
this is a theater person right there. Very nice. Right?
Okay, so I always ask, well, I try to ask this of actors, performers. If, for instance, you had another choice, what would you be doing apart from being a part of this world, the theater acting world? What would you be doing?
I'll still want to do the same thing.
Wow.
That is why I find myself in the radio. Doing what? Telling story.
Okay.
It's still the same thing. And even when I tell the story, like you said, I still sing. And I dance. I just do something. It's in you. You just have to do it.
That expression that you have to bring out.
There was no other plan for anything else. This was what you wanted to do, and you
did do estate management.
Yeah, and I never worked with it. Only maybe when I did my industrial training with Onokomi and Partners.
Yeah.
Way back, I'm telling you. And did some whatever at the Doba Hotel then. Apart from that, man,
This is the world.
This is the world. Yes, I just love to do what I'm doing. Like my son, the one that is doing mass comm, we had to beg him to do mass comm. He said, Mommy, it's theater art that I want. I said, okay, Covenant University, they don't run theater art programs, so what do? You got to do something that is kind of related to you. I said, okay. But if he's still right there in school, he gets himself involved with some people that are into production. So.
Okay, now part of the clip we saw earlier, you know, we saw that you were about to cook banga soup. And I think we've been cooking our own native soup today. I think it's afang we're cooking today. I think we should go and check on Chef Tina and Mary and see what they've been up to.
Yeah, join us.
Okay.
Please. All right, fantastic.
So we don't have banga soup.
Okay, so what do you have?
But the afang soup will more than make up for it, especially when it's cooked by native Chef Tina Akpan.
This looks absolutely exciting.
Yes,
you're welcome to
Is this pounded yam?
the kitchen, Florence.
It's so interesting, though.
I was watching her and she was saying something about, although she will always run to say kukuba. So I was actually cabbage, yes.
Cabbage.
In fact, I never saw this in my life. Somebody blending cabbage like that to make swallow.
Wait till you taste it.
This is cabbage?
Yes.
Oh,
she blended it. I'm not the cook, so I just
Okay, so please
so Chef Tina Akpan of Tasty Treats, what did you make for us today?
Chef Tina is officially a legend.
Yes, she blended cabbage. Wow. All right,
tell us about this, ma'am.
Okay, this is I made afang soup, and is it
what is it?
Cabbage. It's not cucumber.
I'm just
cabbage.
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 Yeah, I'm glad you saw the procedure of it. It's healthy. You know, Mary was saying, this one's small for those that like heavy food, like titi.
Really?
Okay, so this
Tina. Really? Okay, please go ahead.
Hang on, this is different from that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
This is semo.
This is semo.
Okay, so this is semovita here, just in case you prefer the semovita.
No, I think Yomi, that's what you prefer. Chef Tina, I'm a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian, really? Really?
You know what I'm talking
That's
about.
What you
Nigerian vegetarians still eat meat.
Someone is astonished.
We have to wrap up on the show today.
It's been a great show. And a big thank you to all our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, Fola at Fola's Place for styling our hair. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is Friday.
We're happy that finally the week is coming to an end.
Honestly. Woo. Poof. Check out our videos on YouTube, people. Check us out.
Big thank you to the legendary chef
Tina.
She's too much, man.
Tasty Treats food.
I want one of these cups.
Tasty treats.
And do you know, I also learned something about cooking vegetable again today from her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
See you tomorrow.
Have a nice day.
Have a good day.